So I'm in my pajamas. I know I haven't made a video in a couple of days, but I've been kind of busy trying to find daycare for my daughter. Um, so this is a video response to, I guess I don't want to call him a ginger kid, but everyone who's seen South Park, ginger kids. I guess the response to African Boy and his response to the video that I guess the guy's called Copper Head or Copper Baby or Copper Boy or whatever his Copper Bud or whatever his name is. He there's a South Park episode where they're saying that ginger kids have no soul or whatever the situation is. Which ginger kids? Anybody knows who watched South Park? It's a redheaded um, Caucasians. Um, I can see where he could be a little bit sensitive about that. Like for instance, my first name is Amanda, and I got made fun of in school. A man to hugging kids. When The Simpsons, Bart used to play that. I'm looking for a man to hugging kiss. Amanda hugging kiss. Um, a man, duh. So, I mean, I just pretty much shrug it off. But some people, and I laughed at it because I was just like, whatever. But a lot of people, it really does hit home to them. You don't know what happened to them. I mean, on one end, you're like laughing, like, are you for real? And then the other end, you have to take in consideration. I'm playing devil's advocate here. You have to take into consideration, like, okay, I don't know what this person's been through. Obviously, if he's saying that he thought about killing himself over this, that's when it comes to a big turned into a big situation, and it's no longer like a laughing matter. Um, but yeah, um, I would just say to him that I guess he should have tougher skin because people could say worse stuff than that. You know, that's just like people used to make fun of albino people or whatever. Like, you're unique, so of course they're gonna make fun of you. People make fun of things that they fear or they don't know anything about, which has always been true and it's always gonna be true. So I mean, for you, I would just say, chuck it up, laugh at it or whatever, or just try to keep a tough skin about it and just be like, whatever. And just forget about it. But I mean, it's kind of a little bit touchy subject, and I can see where he a little bit on his side where, I guess it bothered him because I have two friends that I had one friend that was Mormon, and when they made the Mormon episode and was like dum 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 like making fun of her culture, like she laughed it off or whatever. But I could see where other Mormons did not like that episode. They really thought that it was ignorant and hurtful or whatever. And she also happens to be a redhead too at the same time, so it's double for her. And I have another friend that's a redhead, and he's very very pale. He also almost looks out like an albino white. So yeah, and people say stuff to him, and one person said to him one time when we were sitting in the car, he was like, damn, you need some sun. And that really took to heart to him, and I can see it in his face how bad it hurts. So it just depends on what the person has been through in their life, on whether or not they can really take the joke, or they can't because it triggers stuff from childhood or some real deep-seated personal issues. So I mean, it is kind of common courtesy to or courtesy just to give that person, when you're talking to them, hey, just think, I mean, is this gonna offend? It's gonna offend everybody in a different way. Some redheaded people may laugh. Some of them may not. A lot of them will take offense to. Will be hurt. Will be very sad. It'll bring up a lot of different issues that could lead to them severely hurting themselves. So I think people just need to take in consideration what it is that they say. Sometimes, I mean, I know, just as everyone's guilty of it. People say stuff and you may think, ha 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 ha, this is funny. Which in your turn is funny because it has nothing to do with you. But just think, what if somebody was saying something about you that you didn't like, or that just wasn't funny to you? It's same situation, goes both ways. So I just think people needs to be considerate. Just know that there are some people out there who don't have tough skin, and they are sensitive, especially about certain issues that may have drummed up, past issues from their childhood or whatever happened to them. And, that could be a time bomb going off in people. As to me dealing with a lot of people in the military and having a lot of friends coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, and dealing with the Marines and stuff in the hospital that I worked in. Yeah, everybody has that one instance thing, bad thing that reminds them, of a past issue that is really, really bad, and it's you keep poking that, pushing that button. Eventually, the bomb's gonna go off, and people do go off. Some people go off in a way they'll just like vent and yell, and some people go off where they'll do more than that. So, just wanted to just give my little opinion about that. Okay, bye.